Hello friends, we'll start from the first statement if and then, which is conditional. We have done till here in my last lecture. You can go back and see that and get about everything, the notations and all. So the first part which I have made today is P implies Q, that is if P then Q. So you can just put in if and then. If P is true, then Q is true, means the statement value is given. If P is true, then Q is true. That is a true statement. Means if it is divisible by 2, then it is divisible by, if it is divisible by 6, then it is divisible by 2. It is a true statement. Like again, P true, Q false. Means if it is divisible by 2, but it is not divisible by say 8, it can be a possible value, it can be possible, so it is a false statement. Means a true statement cannot imply a false statement, but a false statement can imply. Means something is not odd, means it is even. So a false statement can imply a true, so we will get true. And again a false statement can imply a false statement, so it is also true. So this is a very important truth table. You should learn it, means, and you should basically think it. A true statement cannot imply a false statement, but if something is not, if it is not a composite number, it is a prime number, so this can apply. But when we come to biconditional, if and only if this happens, then this will happen. Means it is, means the converse of this theorem, means P, the converse of this theorem is also true in this case. So in this case we have T implies F, and in this case F implies T. But when we will return, we will get T implies F. That need to be true also. So in this case it is not true. So the truth value has changed. So this is a biconditional statement, and these are important. Now the important part which I am going to tell, what is the use of this truth table. In truth table, many some equations will be given and asked whether it is a tautology or not. Tautology, where all entries are true, right? Then another thing is fallacy, where all entries are false, right? And these two statements, they ask for questions like let's say some statement they can give you negation of some statements out of this, and they will ask whether it is tautology or fallacy. And now another important part, I will just tell you what are important, what is the theoretical part, and then we will move on towards the what should be the questions, right? So let us move towards another important part, which is some theorem based on theorems. Not theorem, actually you can say laws, right? And it is quite similar to set. Why I am saying this, you can come over, right? We'll go back to our first part. This is and you have seen this type, right? You have seen this is intersection in sets. This is union in sets, right? If and then condition, I don't have idea. It is complement of that set, right? And equivalent is there also in the set. So it is more related to those parts. So now let's quickly learn one very important theorem, which is known as De Morgan's theorem, which is in both part. De Morgan's theorem. De Morgan's theorem is also in both the part, right? It is also in sets and in this part logical reasoning also. So what is this? Negation of P or Q is given as what? It is given as negation of P and negation of Q, right? Again, another part, P and Q is given as negation of P union negation of Q. This is De Morgan's theorem. Similar thing, if you will remove this V sign with a U, it will be the formula for set, and we will have to remove negation with complement, right? And this kind of questions will come. And another is distributive law, you know better, P union Q intersection R. This is distributive law, right? You can understand it easily because you have done these things earlier in your class. So P union Q intersection P union R, right? So we will change it, and similarly that will be changed, right? Okay, that's for now, and the theory part is complete. When we make another video, we will have questions which has already came in previous year papers, and I will show you different method to do that, how it can be done with the help of that Venn diagram which we do in the sets. So that part will be also important. Okay, bye. Keep sharing if you like it. Thank you. Have a nice day.